Hello, my name is Martin Ruiz with Ruiz Outdoors and Irrigation. We're a family-owned and operated company in the Rio Grande Valley, specifically Edinburgh, Texas, which is where we are today, installing a complete irrigation system on this beautiful home. So the things you need for a complete irrigation system, we're going to list them somewhere over here, and you're going to be able to see all the steps we took. Maybe you're thinking about doing it yourself, and this might help you, or help you realize this is a big job to take on. So we hope you enjoy the video and stay to the end.
First of all, we make a list of all the materials we need and head to our preferred irrigation material supplier. So we get everything we need, fittings, pipe, boxes, you'll see in the video, and we head to our job site. First things first, we have to connect from the main water line to a backflow prevention device. Here, my father is connecting from the main water line to make a way for this backflow prevention device. This device is designed to stop dirty water that can be found in your lawn getting back into the city and residential water supply. Then we connect that backflow to the valves, which is what you see him wiring here. He wires them because you can control these from a smart controller that we install in your garage. So right now he's just making sure he wires everything correctly to make sure they work properly and you don't have to manually open the valves every time you want to water your grass, because that defeats the purpose of it. After that, I mark out where it is that we're going to trench out where the pipes and wires go. I also mark out where we're going to put the heads. And before you trench, you need to make sure you don't hit anything important. Now, you see my brother firing up the trencher. This machine is awesome. It saves you so much time, so much energy, but I will say it is very, very dangerous. If you have never operated heavy machinery before, I recommend you don't use it. Practice with it first, because this is very, very dangerous. If you have experience with heavy machinery, you'll be fine. It's straightforward to use. So the trencher doesn't do everything perfectly. You still have to clean out the trench to make sure you have enough space for wires and pipes. So here we're pulling the wire through from the valves to the controller, and you do that through your trench. And on that trench, you also put your heads. You can see here where we marked out a head placement, and my dad's installing a head where we marked out with a flag and with a trench of where we needed the head to go. It's very important to know where to put your heads. That way your landscaping or your sod doesn't die. So once you know where you're going to put it, you pipe everything together and you glue everything together and you put it where you need it, and then you just set it and forget it, because that is the main distribution of water. That's where it's going to happen, through pipes and through heads and valves. So here I am just gluing stuff together under the driveway as well. If you have sleeves under your driveway, that's going to be a huge obstacle. So make sure if you're barely building, to make sure you sleeve under driveways and any flat work before you do that. Here I am installing the controller already mounted to the wall. This is a rain sensor that is needed by city code down here. So this second white part, you're going to see me install it later in the video. So right now I wire the controller with the wires you saw towards the beginning of the video. Then I wire the rain sensor to the controller. Here it is already with our information, our logo. Then I go up to the back. You can put this rain sensor anywhere really. It's got an 800-foot range. We like to put it in the back just so you don't have to see the rain sensor from the front of the house. So you have to activate it by holding a button that it has. You'll see a little red light blink, and then you set it wherever it is that you want it. And this is where we put ours. You can also adjust the dry time. I'll make a video later explaining what that means, but yeah. After that, it's time to cover up the trenches. So we cover them up, start shoveling up, and then raking over the trenches that we covered up after we packed them in, to make sure that you can't tell that they were there. And if you don't pack them in correctly, whenever you plant your grass, it's going to mess it up. And then we just clean up, make sure we left it as clean or cleaner than when we got there. And that is how we like to install irrigation systems.